some water. We won't know exactly where it's coming from until we rip it off of this lovely drywall. So that is our goal for today. It is on the other side as well. If it's an actual crack in the foundation, it seems level enough that we might be able to just repair the crack. Our next goal is to do indoor weaving tile as well. But we also have another cracking in the slab, which is just like a clamshell cracking, which means that there's probably water. The clamshell cracking here means that there's water up underneath the slab that is pushing up, meaning it might just be more than a grading issue. There's probably a pretty high false water table at the moment. So we're gonna rip out all this drywall today, see what kind of issues lay underneath, and then see if we can repair that. Obviously get rid of some mold, because I don't know if you can see in here, there's tons of water. That's a puddle. But also mold. Lovely mold. So we're gonna have to get rid of all that as well.
Like a foot that way. Also needs to be removed.
Oh no, all of this has to be removed. All of it.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
You see all this condensation? It's because there's water. And I am pretty sure, thanks for your butt in my face. I'm pretty sure that, oh, mold. I'm assuming.
Okay.
But it smells like this. Smells like it. Oh, he did cut into this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's pink mold. You never, ever, ever want to get pink mold in your eyeballs.
Chris has got everything written down and measured out and everything. We came up here the other day and did it all. That took like hours, but we got it finished.
It is just as we suspected. There is a ton of mold and mildew and just lots of moisture, which we were expecting. But we won't know where it's coming from until we pull this insulation out and see what that foundation looks like in behind. Hopefully they didn't paint it. Hopefully they didn't paint it. Hopefully they didn't paint it. It's painted. And I was right. It is painted. Painting foundations was a huge thing.
So
You're never, ever, ever supposed to paint a foundation. Foundations, concrete needs to breathe. And it cannot breathe when you have paint on it.
off.
This is all deterioration. All of this is,
Like the concrete's wet.
and all of that is the deterioration of the concrete.
That sucks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig all this out. Well, we knew this was coming. I was just kind of praying it wasn't painted, because that's another thing you gotta
Well, you need to get rid of that.
well, you're gonna have to chip the paint off, and then you're gonna have to probably do some concrete patches and it's like not seal it, but there's like this what's it called, radon gone you can put in it. It's like a crystallization. It'll go through your foundation and kind of pull all those holes. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I bought a lead testing kit off of Amazon to see if this lovely substance right here is lead-based paint. Because if it is, I'm going to have to wear proper PPE when I go to extract it, when I go to chip that paint off of the walls. So let me open this kit and we'll see what we got. Didn't grab water. Apparently you need water. So these lead testing kits here are like 22 bucks on Amazon. They're not super expensive. What you do is you put one of these puppies into, this is what they look like. You put them into some water. I have here some water. You wait until it achieves a mustard yellow color, and then you swab the surface that you are trying to test for lead. And you can kind of compare it to the color chart that's on the side of the jar. Here we go. So, fun fact, between, I think it's 1942 and 1991, lead-based paints for building were not regulated. And so they were very, very widely used. This foundation is from the 60s. So anytime between the 60s and the 90s, here we go. We got a mustard yellow color. I'm gonna get all of these different colors here. There's a few different ones. Anyways, it was very, very widely used until 1991. I think I see some color change there. I don't know if you can see that. It looks pretty dark. We're gonna try and compare it to this color chart here. The darker it is, it says lead detected. So I don't know if you can see that. It is quite dark. This is in fact lead-based paint. See how red that is? That, my friends, is lead. Lead detected. So we've got lead-based paint. Yay! So this is fun. Crap. So we're at the new place today, and we're going to be pulling out insulation and drywall and stacking it in a corner and going to try and deal with the mold problem. So we'll take a look-see down here. There's Austin moving all of the insulation. I'm gonna tackle this big problem here. I shouldn't say it's a problem. Some of it's usable, some of it's not. Like that's a good piece. Then some of it is not so great. So we're gonna try and salvage what we can. We're gonna rip out all of this aqua board here. I'm gonna try and save this upper portion of the drywall just so that we're not forking out thousands of dollars trying to replace that top portion when it is likely perfectly good. There's poly on the inside, so we're gonna rip out all this insulation though, because it is all moldy. You can smell it. There's not a whole lot of water draining today, but even back here in this bathroom, we noticed that there was some lovely drainage that wasn't there before. Yeah, and it's still there. So this is all wet. All of this is wet. Excuse the toilet. And when we do that, we'll probably move the pipes too, because like that's a drain for something, but that is super close to the wall. It probably wasn't without framing, but we're gonna pull that out, move it a little bit so we can put a shower in there. And then we'll move this here as well. We're gonna have a bathtub. Yeah. Like my hat? Franco gave it to me. He works at a tire shop. That's for Predator tires. Something about walking around with the name Predator on his hat set him off a little bit, so I got the hat. Free hat for me. First mess of the day. Light bulbs. All of this is deterioration and disintegration of our foundation, but also weeping tile is like a little pocket membrane, and we were scared it was going to get clogged, so we had to chip all of this off before we could even put anything up in place. What? Yeah.
You're supposed to put your shoes on over. Oh my goodness.
Let me film you stripping.
Oh, great.
Woo!
Nobody wants to see that. Even me. Not so much.
Even me. of these are live, right? It's a centipede. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Mars bar. So it's 2:07 p.m. This is as far as we've gotten. We gotta film him working because it's a rare occurrence.
Oh, sure it is. The videos tell us otherwise.
Don't pull. Cool. I'm gonna put real shoe on now. Proper safety is always required. Where's your glasses?
Right here. Oh, yeah.
Except there's none for anyone else. Okay, let's see how much power this guy has. Day 3 working on this. And we worked for, so we got here at 4, right? 3:30, 4. We only worked on it for 2 hours, but in comparison to before, definitely worth it. This is about as far as we're gonna go for today. So we also found out our footing is only about 12 inches in, like the bottom of the footing. So that's fun. And we can't go much deeper than that. But we got all of this dug out. Well, not dug out, but chipped up enough that we can dig it out. And then on to tomorrow, another day. But that soil, I mean, soil is usually incredibly wet, but there's some pretty watery places in there, which kind of gives us encouragement that, you know, we're doing the right thing. But in the meantime, it's a lot of work.